Hello, this is Ronnie. I'm back here with a clip taken from a long video that I just finished to record for my subscribers. I'm leaving the option for my services at 50% off for the first year open, and I'll be providing further details after the clip ends. So if you're interested, please stay on. I'll be talking to you again at the end of the clip. I would like you also to read carefully the disclaimer that I'm going to put up now, so that it is clear to you before you go ahead and watch the video. This is just a standard thing. Now here's gold. That's the weekly. Now imagine we close the week right now. That's what we're going to get, more or less. Well, that's a very powerful setup. Very powerful setup. You will not fail to see the shoulder head and possible shoulder that will come to a close once it runs through that. Yes, we're not talking about engineering precision here, but you will have a shoulder here if it runs through that next week. And you can work with the shoulder here. So the projection of this move is going to carry gold quite a lot higher. It's going to fly, absolutely fly through the roof here. Yes, that area that was so tough to conquer, yes, to exceed, will be left behind. Yes, because we are working potentially with a structure of a 1-2-1-2. Now I see everything going for gold and silver. I already told you that silver is stronger than gold. It's easy to see why. You will see in a sec. We have very substantial support, very strong support here with the 50 moving average, the 10 moving average, the 21 moving average. If that's not enough, and you have the horizontal support as well, which is close to the area of the apex of the previous pattern, bigger pattern, ABC. Do you remember that? The apex is often associated with an area of support. Sorry, and that's exactly what we're seeing here. So all in all, I take this to be a very bullish setup, and on a time scale I think we are fine with considering this as possibly the end of the correction. Let's have a look at the daily scale. I think that's looking very well proportioned ABC structure, and even when you dive into the 60 minutes here, you will see a reasonably clear 5-leg run from this level, and it's coming back gradually. It's coming back. I think there is a fair chance that it will continue to climb, and we might see a pause at around 2010. Let it be. And going sideways for a few days will be perfectly normal stuff, and after that, if we continue to climb, that should see gold accelerating to the upside. Let me show you here the 2-hour scale. I'm not running to put exact labelings here. I want to have a bit more price action to go by, but running that high, I think settled this reasonably clear as an ABC, no issue there. But what's going on here? Do we have a 1-2, 1-2, 3-4, 3-4, something like that? Let's leave it. It'll come to us. It'll show us what's the best way of taking it. I think at this point in time, we can already point to the achievement of gold at this stage that it ran through inverse head and shoulders neckline right here in an impulsive manner. Do you see that? So in a worst case, I see it coming back to retest this level, and I do expect it to bounce back. But it might not even do that if it's very strong. It'll simply go sideways and continue to pull higher. Now this is the chart of silver. That's the monthly. That's the monthly of silver on the log scale. And this is shaping up as a very exceedingly, I would say, very bullish setup. If there is any market that I can think of that I would like to go long, that's going to be the one. That's going to be the one. And uranium, of course. Here's the monthly. We're going to look at the potential of inverse head and shoulders. Can you imagine if it flies through that? I mean, a blast, which I think is going to happen in the next 6 to 8 weeks. It's going to blast above 26, running through to 27. It'll trigger a projection because inverse head and shoulders like that will project. You take it right from here, and you project 100% of this level, and we can't even see it, but the 0.618 will take you to 30.72. It's going to clear the roof. It's going to run through that. If that happens, this is hugely bullish, and it will also not just be bullish, it will also set the time scale reasonably clear, even if what is going on here is just the C. Why it's not just the C, it's going to be a fantastic run for many months, okay? Because the structure up to here is clear, the ABC here is clear. When I break down to the weekly, and I'm going to show you, we'll go step by step here. My many charts are delaying the data feed a bit, but here it is. Here's the weekly. So the second wave ended here, jumped back nicely, 5 leg, probably ended here or here. It's not going to make a huge difference. Just look what is showing us here. If we finish the week here, this is already climbing above an inverse head and shoulders on the weekly scale. Shoulder, head, shoulder. Just this is projecting a very nice jump, 23.5, let's say to 20.5. That's $3. That's going to take us to 26.5. Just this is telling us we are going down. Okay, that's already quite a run. Now let's go to the daily, and the daily will give us further insight into the working of this developing bull. So I assume it ended here because that puts gold and silver on the same path. Yeah, they have the same structure at that point, and it doesn't really detract from the potential at all, because that looks like a perfect ABC ending here, and you can see the rally. Now we can attempt to put some labelings, but even if we miss 1 or 2 small waves, the impact of the bigger scale, the very big force, is not going to leave us behind if we go long. That's the way I see it. Unless you really load up, throwing caution to the wind, and you go with leverage products without paying attention, you could be killed, of course, in any situation. You should never do that. But this is a possible wave count. That's a 1 2 1 2 3 4 3 4 1 2 3 4 5, coming close to a possible end of the 5-leg run. But there could be easily a different wave count here. Okay, if we do have a pop and a comeback like that, don't be discouraged. It is very likely to come back. Okay, that would be my estimate. That's the 60 minutes. Website, the homepage is right here. It's wavemastery.com. www.wavemastery.com. Yeah, wavemastery in one word.com. That takes you to the home page. You can scroll down, look through some things that I've written here, some recommendations from past users and current users, and that is essentially the offer currently open only to first-time subscribers. Okay, so there is the daily service, daily videos that are preceded by a trial, so you can take the trial for 1 week, and at the end of that, if you're happy, you do nothing, you go on to the plan of half price. Essentially 79 presents half price of the normal price, and that will be good for 1 year. That means 12 payments of 79. If you want to watch just the weekend videos, then you go for this one, and it does give you access to the weekend videos, and I often also insert a video as a bonus midweek, just to keep you on track, to see a little bit where things are moving, because sometimes 1 week of full price action is a lot, and the wave count can change, especially if you're a short-term trader. You really want to know what's happening. So that is essentially the situation. If you decide to go, for example, for the daily videos, you click here, it takes you to the page where it explains to you, you should read that, it explains to you what is covered, etc., etc. If you like what you read, you click here, subscribe. It takes you to PayPal, because my paying system is through PayPal, and you pay through PayPal. You can see you have the trial at $9.99. That's for the first 7 days. As I said, if you like what you see, do nothing. It just goes automatically. If you don't like, you can cancel. Or if you don't know how to cancel, or you have any doubt, you have any question, you can write to me, of course. Once you go through and you pay, you come back, PayPal will send you back to my website to fill in your profile details, choose your login, and once you do that, you will be led automatically to the page with the links to the various videos classified by date. If at any point in time in this process you have a problem, things are not going as I'm describing to you right now, all you have to do is just contact me and I'll help you out. That is essentially it. So you'll have 1 week to look at things. I would like to just spend a minute about the website itself. I have written here a few articles. Is this website for me? You can go through that one. Psychology and trading, trading and the arts, why join? Yes, each of these articles could perhaps help you to see how to relate to my website, but there is no substitute, in my opinion, to actually take a trial. You know, you take a trial, and I want to say another thing. You take a trial and you can't make up your mind. You want more time to think. Fine, I understand that. Then you cancel, but then you are not allowed to take another trial. Please, I want to be very clear about that. There are people who abuse this, and it's really not right. You're not allowed to take more than one trial, okay? A trial is a trial. But if you're interested, after you take a trial, you're interested to come back, you can still benefit from the low price for the next full year. But you have to write to me, and then I will send you a special link without a trial. And if you join, then you're going to go immediately onto the reduced price plan for 12 months. Okay? If you take another trial after you took already one, I am going to have to cancel that and refund you. And if you do that 2 or 3 times, I'm just going to blacklist you, because there are people who have been doing it, and I'm afraid this is really absolutely not right. This is subscribe here. Use subscription. Once you are logged in, you will see this one highlighting you daily service videos or weekend service videos. Yeah, it will show which one you really have the right to access. The daily service videos, to be very clear, they cover the weekend service videos. Okay, so you don't have to subscribe to both. The daily covers everything I do. The weekend, of course, is more selective. Now I have here resources. There are chart galleries right here, chart 1, 2, 3. There are plenty of charts here that give you an idea how I go about subdividing various market action here. I covered a lot of markets, and you can see there is history here that could be very interesting for you to just go through. Let's see, platinum, for example. Yes, that's 1973 to 1978. If you click right on top where it shows you the hand, the chart opens up big. You can print it if you like. Here's an example of platinum, April 1980. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then the huge correction that followed after that. So there is plenty for you, whichever market you're interested in, the financials, commodities, precious metals, etc. Okay, so that's chart galleries. Then useful links, as the name implies. Yes, recommended reading list. You have a long list of books here that I've read over the years that I found very interesting. Of course, I have many more books that I would like to add. It's just a question of time. I don't always have time to update this one. But the books that you find here did help me in the beginning, and still the information here is very valuable in these books. For example, Kroll. I don't know how many of you heard about Stanley Kroll. Stanley Kroll was a really imaginative fellow trader that wrote very well about his own trading and in trading in general. I learned a lot from these books. And of course, if you haven't heard about Reminiscence of a Stock Operator, you should get this book and read it. You will not regret. This is a book that most traders, I think, have come across and read. It is very interesting. And as you go down the list, you will see if there are things that are of interest to you. Of course, go ahead, get them. Some of them are even available online for free as a PDF. Check that. If you have questions about that, you can even contact me. Here's the contact us, and you put your name. Please make sure you give me the right email address. Message, simple maths, submit, I get it. You'll hear from me. I'm based in Belgium, so if you write to me from Australia or from the US and I'm having my rest, do not be surprised if I don't react quickly, okay? Normally within a day you will have a reply from me. I check my email fairly regularly. So that's about it. Hope to see you visiting my website. Hope to see you taking a trial. If you have any questions, again, don't hesitate. Get in touch with me, and wishing you a great trading week. Bye now.